Alright everyone, I do a booze vlog today, and I got something a bit different today. Moniack Mead, I don't know, Moniack, I'm not too sure. Made with honey, specially selected by Highland wineries. And there you go, it's 14.6%. Let's have a look. Try and get its focus. Moniack Mead is made from the fermentation of honey and is traditionally drunk during the month-long celebrations following weddings, hence the name honeymoon. I didn't know that. I've actually learned something from a bottle. I've not read this until now. Produced to an original Moniack Castle recipe. And Inverness it's made in. So I was at a garden centre the other day, and they had like a craft stall, like a market place, craft market, and they had some like food and drink type things, and there was one stall on the end, and it was Crimson Moon Tavern had a stall, and they had all this mead, and I'd never tried mead before, and I've always wanted to try it. I love honey, and I had all these samples, and the guy behind the counter selling the mead was so like, he like really sold it to me. He like, he was like dead knowledgeable about all like the ingredients, and there was like honey wine, and then or like wine with honey in, and he was telling me how that was different to mead because of the different brewing process or fermentation processes and things, and I find it dead interesting, and I've always wanted to try mead, and so I bought some. It was kind of slightly expensive, I guess, 13 quid for a bottle like this, but I tried some and I was like, I'm gonna have to buy some of that. It was heavenly. I can't even get the bottle open. I'm not really sure what temperature you're meant to drink these at. I've put it in the freezer for like 10-15 minutes, just to, like, it was room temperature basically, and I wanted to cool it down slightly, so I just stuck it in the freezer for like 10 minutes, so it's just been sort of cooled down a little bit. It's not been frozen or anything. I was looking online, but I don't know, it's a bit of a hipster drink at the moment, mead. All these like douchebags are drinking it, them guys with big massive beards and little ponytails and things, probably them kind of guys are drinking it in the minute, and they all reckon it should be drank. People were saying it should be drank at room temperature, or cellar cooled temperature, because it's a traditional drink, and back when it was originally drank they wouldn't have had fridges or some bollocks like that, which is claptrap. Man, it smells so good. And I don't like sweet drinks, but this I'm looking forward. I don't know how much you're meant to drink at a time as well. I'm just gonna pour myself a glass. Got a wine glass here. I wanted to drink a beer so I could try the new glass that RPK Vid sent me, but I got this instead, so I'm going to drink this. Maybe do a beer next week. It just, it smells like you just like got a jar of honey and opened it, or like, you know what I mean? Just smells like pure honey just rising up. Wow, that's yeah. If you imagine you just got a load of honey, mixed it with water to make it thinner, and then drank it, that'd pretty much be it. But it's got like a bit of a tang to it, like a wine almost, like an alcoholic tang. So it's not like just super, just sweetness. It's like there's something else in there that's nice. I don't think I could drink a lot of it though. I couldn't sit here all night and drink it. I could probably have like one glass, and then I'd probably couldn't have another one, you know what I mean? Like, you know me, I don't like sweet drinks too much. Ciders I can get on with, like fruit ciders, but very sweet drinks I can only have like one, and then I'd have to go on to like a nice bitter drink, like a beer of some kind. But that is that's nectar. That is beautiful. Like, I'd never tried mead before. I've always thought I'd like it because I love honey. Like, I love the taste of it. Look at the colour of it coming through on the glass as well. Just the light coming off it. It just looks really nice. Apparently the taste changes as it goes from cool to warm as well. So we'll see. It's got like almost a citrusy taste to it from the. I don't know what that's from. Maybe it's the alcohol or something, or the sweetness combined with the alcohol taste gives it a kind of citrusy flavour. I wonder if they like have a special type of honey that they use, because I know like when bees make honey from different plants they have different flavours, so I wonder if they can make like different flavoured mead as well. It doesn't taste alcoholic at all, even though I said it's got like a tang of alcohol. It'll feel like, you know, when you drink wine, even though it's kind of a similar strength to wine, you don't really notice it, you know. With wine you can taste that you're drinking something alcoholic. With this it's like, it's just pure honey goodness really. Yeah, the guy who was behind the stall was telling me about because it was Crimson Moon Tavern, and I just looked it up when I got home, and they're like a live action role playing tavern basically. They like set up a big tent, and then it's like you're back in medieval times, and they serve mead and traditional ales and wine and stuff like that. Sounded very interesting, very nerdy anyway, but would be cool to check out, just to try out all these things. Look at the light shining off it onto my hands. It's amazing. Wow. I tried another mead as well when I was at the store. I was trying loads of samples, and it was Lindisfarne mead, which is more local to me, and I would have probably gone for that one just because it was more local, but it tasted entirely different. I don't know, he said it was like the fermenting process was different or something, and that compared to this was like two completely different drinks. They were both mead, but I preferred this one because I just love that like honey taste, and this is what this is what I always imagined mead to taste like. The Lindisfarne one was, I tasted it, I was like, this is not what I expected mead to be like, and then I had this and I was like, yeah, that's what I thought it would taste like. Nice. I don't know if the taste is changing a bit now. If I warm it up in my hands a bit, it kind of reminds me of that tea stuff I had last time with the pomegranate flavours in it now. Like, I think now it's warming up a bit. It's reminding me of how the pomegranate flavours came out in that tea. It's like the warmer flavours are coming out in this a little bit. Yeah. I've not been doing much, like nothing worth talking about, because I've had like, last week I had like, I don't think it was flu, because when I have flu I'm like sick, like puking all over the place, but it was like just a really bad cold. Like, I was just, for 2 days straight I just lay on the sofa, and I was like, had a fever and everything. I was just lying there like under a cover for like 2 days, and just like didn't, like, I kept like lapsing in and out of consciousness and then waking up and thinking, what the hell, I'm just in the same place on the sofa. I've been here for like hours and hours. Just wasted 2 days, and had a day off work because of it. And then as a result, I haven't really done a great deal. And until I went at the weekend, went to the garden centre, and I bought some mead. I've got a plant to put on in the. I'll get my plant to show you. That'll be something at least. Oh. This is for the pots at the front of the house. Couple of pots. I put a lot of like spring flowers in the pots at the front, like bulbs, and they've all come up nice. But one of the pots, just nothing's happened in it. Everything I put in died, so I'm gonna take all the soil out. Put this in. I don't know what it's called. It's a shrub. Oh, it was kind of expensive, I thought, but I don't know. For a shrub, it's all right. I think. Yeah, it's quite nice, isn't it? Doesn't smell of anything. So yeah, that's the most exciting thing to happen. I bought a shrub. And I've got a CT scan tomorrow. That's more exciting news. I always get a bit panicky around this time. I have one like every 6 months, and it's just like I don't know. Even though the last CT scan, they said there was nothing showing, I still, like, the next time it comes round, I'm just kind of like, it's like getting it and then getting the results of it and everything. Just, it kind of puts me on edge for like a while. So I don't know. I'll have that to deal with tomorrow, and then waiting like however many weeks before I get the results from it. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I got a book as well. That's another thing. I'll do a separate video on this actually, because I've been meaning to start doing book reviews on this channel, but I always once I've finished a book, I instantly forget what I read almost, or like I just think I wouldn't be able to do it justice talking about it. So I've got a kids book that I might do my first book review on, and then at least I can start off with an easy one. It was a book that I read as a child. I don't know if I read the whole thing, but like the cover was terrifying, and I like blotted it out of my mind until like a week ago or so, and then it just suddenly, you know, like when a memory just pops up in your head, and it's like, oh my god, I completely forgot about that book. So I spent ages looking for it because I couldn't even remember the title of the book, and I spent ages looking for this book. And eventually I saw it, and that cover, I was like, oh my god, that cover is still kind of scary. So I bought it on Amazon. So I might do a review of that and talk about the book and that sort of thing. So that's that. Yeah, I'm getting to the end of it. You know what, this is definitely, it's so sweet that I thought I would get really sick of it by now, but I haven't. Like I thought, like what I was saying about not having another glass, I could easily have another glass of this. I probably won't because I want to save it, because I don't know when the next chance I'll get to buy any is. But it's somehow really, really, really sweet, but it's not too sickly. I think, like I said, that citrusy taste cuts through it a little bit, so it's not that bad, like in this sort of sickly kind of way. And Like if you've seen any of my other videos where I have a beer that's even slightly too sweet, by the end of it I'm just like trying to get it over and done with, because I really don't like sweet drinks that much. But yeah, I could have another. I thought I would only get about halfway through the glass and then get sick of it, but no, it's so nice that I could just drink 2 or 3 glasses, I think. I imagine this would make a really good sort of hot toddy drink. A bit of hot water in there, a bit of ginger or something, you know, a bit of lemon, make like a lem sip or something. A little drop of whiskey. I think you could make an amazing flu remedy out of this stuff as well. It might spoil it a bit, but I don't know. Would still be good. Yeah. So mead. My first time drinking mead properly, apart from the little samples I had at the market stall. So, cheers everyone, thanks for watching, and see you later.